up against the tensioner here. Here's my bender. Get over there. Turn this around. Okay. And there's a T-pin on this side. There we go. And should be able to punch this interactive in the back. There we go. Beautiful. Sorry, my hand blocked most of that. Okay. That's a lot of work, folks. Let me adjust some camera settings and we can get this for you guys. This will be a long little gut. It has 10 pins. It's pretty complicated. So there's that. Okay. Actually, let me turn my autofocus. No, not today. Okay. Cool. So there we go. That is the DOM IX10KG. Come on. Focus. Beautiful. Look at that. And guys, if you are going to be prog pitting any of these locks, highly recommend this little plastic clip. This is the 1mm version from 44 Delta. Just focus. There we go. So we will pop this off. And if you're going to gut one of these, always use a shim. Talk about that here in a second. All right, so take this, rotate it like that. Guess where I got this from? This came from Decoder. He likes to laser engrave his locks, especially the ones he sells on LPO. A QR code will take you to the LPU belts website for this particular lock, so pretty handy to look up, especially if you're at like a meet with people sharing locks and stuff. Having the QR code there is great. All right, get this shim all the way in. Come on, get a little wiggle in there. Move that out of the way. Come on. All right. Get our follower and oops, didn't quite shim all the way. All right, so we lost 2 pins right there. They do exist, trust me. There's that one. There's that one with that spring. All right, so thankfully, I'm not doing this for a belt. I'm just doing this for you guys. All right, so we're caught up on a T-pin right there. Thought my shim was all the way through. All right, somewhere in this mess is a ball bearing. Found it. I'm talking about something real quick. This ball bearing goes right here. If you can see this pin right here, this is the interactive, lines right up with that ball bearing hole. If you don't have something in the hole, then the driver pin for the interactive element actually falls into it, and then you end up breaking the lock with the key and halfway turned. And but the only way to fix it is kinetically by banging it upside down. A piece that just fell out was this guy. It's a little keyway cover there, so we'll set him down there. All right. So that ball bearing goes right over here. Here's our key pins. If you look at them, they're asymmetrical. So we get those shark fins, so this helps keep them aligned. We got two security pins right here. So that's some steel inserts inside the brass. And the plastic cover goes right there. All right. So the way we're going to get this is turn autofocus on for the time being. See if it'll cooperate. So this is going to sit right here. So this top row right here is going to go right there. And the bottom row right there is going to go right here. All right, so if I remember right, upside down, so this key is almost max lift, which means that that is actually the correct driver for that one. All right, so we're going to get these drivers out, these key pins out, and then I'll pull the drivers out. All right, that's one top pin there. Take a look at that. Pretty wild, huh? Come on, focus. So the little shark fin right there is the part that interacts with the key. Come on. Guys, I'm sorry, my autofocus sucks. All right, these guys are a pain in the butt to deal with. We'll get a good view of them. Come on. Right there. I think I like that little spool section or something on there. All right, that came out of that 3. It's a regular pin. It's another one of those spooled key pins. This side right here, that's the top side, holding it down this way, which flipped back over was the right side while I was picking it. It's one with all those pain in the butt keys, or key pins rather. One's Another standard. Then last one. Standard. And then this guy's a little weird. Come on. That's the interactive. It's a little plunger. So we'll stick him there. Go back to manual focus. Enhance. So you see the little lip right there where the interactive element sits. And there's a channel where the asymmetric part of the keys fit to kind of keep them in place. Really neat. Really, really neat. These are all for holes for key control and drill protection. There's a drill protection ball bearing that goes right there. This is the thing that will break your lock right here. So always make sure you got something in that hole. Ball bearing, I think I've seen people with like a little piece of plastic or something. Alright, so we'll set that right there. Now, let's pull the shim out. Alright. So that's one of the T-pins right there. And that goes in the bottom row. So bottom row's on the right. Top row is on the left. So we will get him out. Look at that. It's an annoying little booger. It goes there. And now this pin, which is also a T-pin. Look at that. So 2 T-pins, both in the number 2 spot. Okay. Rotate. Standard key pin, or driver rather. Key pins, drivers, who cares, right? No, they got their names. Come on, get down there. There it goes. Then that came out of the left. Come on. It goes over there. These springs out of my way. Alright, what's next? This guy. Another standard. It came from the right, which goes down here. This is a really neat thing about this. Let's see if we can focus. So these keys, both the key pins and the drivers are all cut as a curve. That's really cool. Really, really cool. So you can see that little curve right there. That's pretty wild. On the left side. Let's get the spring out. This other spring out. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this around. So now the right side goes to my top pins because we only got 3 left. Alright, so first up is the weird as heck looking interactive. Look at that. There's a giant obnoxious tapered thing. Come on, there it goes. Look at that. It gets over there. You saw that right, it had like a little bend to it. It is perfectly normal for this lock. Perfectly normal. Okay, get this guy out. Come on. That goes over here. Let's see if we can. There's that. Now we got 1 key pin left. So he's gonna suck getting put back together, guys. Alright, there we go. And the standard, check out that curve right there. Really, really neat little lock. Alright. There's that. You can see that little sidebar. No, I'm sorry. It's not. I want to call it a sidebar groove, but it's a little groove where those key control ball bearings can go on the plug right there, so they can fit there while you assemble it. And if the key has the appropriate holes in it, then as you turn, that little groove will push the ball bearings into the key. And if you don't have the right key control divots on the side of the key like that, then the key just won't work. All right. So let's bring the camera in, just like this. All right, and enhance, enhance, enhance. Okay, let's stack up my springs all nice and neat. Sweet. Well, that took a lot of work, folks. A lot of fun. So recommend picking one of these. It's, you need to know how to do tapers. You need to know how to do T-pins, tension control, a little bit of tappy. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. If you're still here 20 minutes later, thank you for sticking around.